Alright guys, so check this out, man. My car needs an absolute wash. Look how dirty this thing is right now. It's so dirty right now. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's dirty. The car needs a wash, but you can see it on the bonnet right now. Don't know whether you guys can see it there. You can see it now. See, it needs a wash, G. But obviously, I'm gonna have to try and get this washed very, very soon. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna run you guys through how I trade support and resistance. Let's get straight into it. What's good, family? It's your man Harrison back again with another video. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to trade support and resistance the right way. The only way you should be trading support and resistance right now. Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, family. Subscribe, man. Subscribe to the channel. If you're vibing with the content, if you're liking the content, hit that subscribe button. Guys, my channel is now enabled for members. So guys, if you want to be a member, I just want to get like a general gist, a general idea of who wants to be a member of this channel. There's going to be different perks, different stages as well of membership, and there's going to be different perks per the stages as well. So guys, drop a comment down below if you be part of this membership. I might even do a poll. Anyway guys, so let's get straight into support and resistance. So first of all, the first thing I'm going to say is this, family. A lot of us, we've been taught how to trade support and resistance the wrong way. Literally the way that will take your money, take your peas, take all your funds. You understand? So they say, oh, if it gets to the top of the range, let's sell it. When it gets to the bottom of the range, let's buy it. Guys, there's a way to trade support and resistance, and I'm going to show you guys how to trade support and resistance in this video. I'm going to show you guys how to trade support and resistance on the high time frames, and I'm also going to show you guys how to trade support and resistance on the lower time frames, and I'm even going to show you guys how I enter off of a ranging market, off of support and resistance. And guys, I'm telling you right now, probably you've never heard this before. So guys, make sure you get your notepads and pens out, because this is about to change everything you know about support and resistance. Let's get straight into the video. Hey guys, so this video is all about how to drop support and resistance. So guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how I drop support and resistance on the higher time frames and on the lower time frames too. So first of all, let's go from the higher time frames. You can see that we're on GBP USD on the weekly time frame, and on the weekly time frame you can see that price is literally bouncing between the zone here. There's a little zone here, right? So we know that here's a support zone and here's the weekly resistance zone, right? So in other words, whenever price gets up to here, it struggles and then shoots back down. Whenever price gets down to here at the very, very bottom, it struggles, lots of fighting, lots of struggle, and then normally bounces back up, right? So we can see that GBP USD stuck in this range right here. We can see it tried to push out, eventually got pushed back down into the range, tried to push back down out of the range, as you can see down here, and it was a very strong bullish pressure, pushed it straight back up into that range. So we know that GBP USD likes to be in this range right here. So whenever it's been above this zone right here, you can see it's not here for long. So here, look, 15th of Jan, and it came back down on the 16th of April, right? So that was roughly about probably about 4 months there, you know, maybe just about 4 months. And this one, you can see the moment it pushed straight down, it came straight back up the next week, right? So lots of bullish pressure here. So how I draw my support zones and my resistance zones now. So now check this out. I'm going to show it to you in different time frames so you have an understanding, right? And I'm going to show you how to draw up my support and resistance zones on when I'm flipping accounts as well. So now check this out. Boom. So we got the support zone. We know so where the support is. We also know where resistance is, yeah? And normally what you're going to get like a little midway point as well. So in that midway point, yes, don't forget this is the higher time frame support and resistance, right? This is just literally where you see lots of buy pressure and sell pressure. So in other words, check this out. You see sell pressure here. Price came up, rejected up, rejected up, rejected up, rejected, sell pressure. Yeah? Here, buy pressure, more buy pressure, and lots of struggle at the zone. We see more buy pressure here as well, and so here we see more sell pressure, and then price, look, check this out. It's hit the zone already and rejected again all the way back down here. You can see it up there and rejected here, right? So we identify where the buy and sell pressure is first of all, yeah? Whenever price breaks above wherever there's buy and sell pressure, boom, it will come back down to retest it, and it will normally go to the top of the range. Can you see it? Boom. When it gets to the buy and sell pressure area, if it does not break through and it struggles down here, it will push back to the top of the range. Push back to the top of the range. Do you see it? The moment it breaks through that buy and sell pressure zone and holds its ground, it's going to go to the bottom, as you can see. Can you see it? Boom. Same thing here. Look, broke through, came up, was struggling to beat it, came back to test the bottom of the range. So this is what's going to happen. At all times, you have to remember this. Price starts to test the tops and the bottom of the ranges all the time, right? If it struggles here, then it's going to come back down here, okay? Struggles here, it's going to go back up to the middle of that range where there's lots of buy and sell pressure, right? The moment it breaks through and struggles here, it's going to go back up to the top, yeah? So this is how you would trade literally just support and resistance on a higher time frame, like on a weekly chart, right? So whenever you see price dangling down here, yeah, so this is why, for example, when I saw price down here, I went in for a buy, because not only you got that massive push back up, it came back down. We know when it comes back down to test it, it's going to go at least to where there's buy and sell pressure right here, right? So now at the moment this gets above here, so let it push up to come back down for a retest, this is where you'll be looking to buy, and you will buy all the way to the top side, right? So check this out. Look, from here to here, we're talking about 655 pips. We're talking, it's a big move, family, yeah? So sometimes it's just good to wait for it to break above, wait for it to come back down, then you enter, then you ride it to the top side. So now check this out, support resistance on a lower time frame now. So check this out, yeah? We bought this move up as well, we sold this move down, and now we're looking to buy again, okay? So now check this out, support and resistance on a lower time frame now. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you have to go all the way back into time to get your support and resistance levels. No, you don't, because you know if you look back into time, you're going to see support is here anyway. So it doesn't matter about that. So now let's check out support and resistance on a lower time frame. We're on a 50-minute time frame right now. So look, I do not have to go back in time to go and check out this support and resistance zones. There's no point. It's a waste of my time, right? So now check this out. Bring out your zone where price bounced off before. Yeah, so this was my first entry. I'm just going to put it here because it was my first entry, right? Boom. So then price broke above, came back down, right? Pushed up, came back down, first entry. Broke above, came back down, second entry now. Yeah, let's do that here. Second entry was here, right? Second entry right here. So then, after it did that, I waited out for a little bit. But look at this. Where price started rejecting, yeah, I drop another zone here. Boom. I drop another zone. And what do? I wait for price to come back down into that zone, yeah? When price rejects off of this zone, this is resistance. The moment it breaks through the zone, yeah, it comes back down to test it as a support. Once again, let's do this right now. Boom. So where price rejected before, what do, family? That is resistance right there, yeah? This is now support. This is now support right here, right? So price pushed up, resistance, pushed back down, yeah? That was support. Broke through, now tested this resistance as support, and then it pushed back through again, yeah, this resistance zone right now, and then it rejected. What do you think you do? Simple, you drop your zones again. Where price bounces off before, boom, drop your little zone over there. Drop your little zone over there. So now this is now your new resistance. This is what needs to be broken in order for price to continue to go up. If it does not break here, it will come back down. If it does not break here, then price will come back down to test this zone. So now let's go again now. So just to show you now how clear it is, I'm going to show it to you in this section here, because it's a lot clearer here. Yeah, so support zone, yeah, price broke through, hit this zone here and reversed, yeah, that is now our new resistance zone. This is our support zone, yeah. Price comes back down, this is where you would jump in for your trade right here. Some people wait for the confirmation candle, some people enter right when it comes back to retest. I'm the latter, okay. I like to enter off of the retest, right? Then all you do then is this, wait for price to break through what was your resistance and now test it as support again and then jump in. 2 positions, family. You can be in multiple positions or you can be in just one position. It does not really matter, right? So then what happens, where price bounces up before, you drop your next resistance zone. You understand? And you wait for price to break through that and come back down, test this as support now. So you're testing your old resistance as support now, and it did that. Boom. And then you do the exact same thing. Break above, comes back down into your zone. This is where you jump in again. You know, that's if you want to keep on adding multiple positions, right? So this is the support and resistance on a lower time frame. So now check this out. The moment price creates a lower high, so you can see this, look, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, yeah? The moment you get that, the moment you get this right here, a lower high, this is a sign that price could be reversing. What you need to now wait for price to confirm that it wants to move down, right, is for price to create a lower low. You see it? A lower low. So in other words, this low is lower than this low. The moment you get 2 of those, so you get the lower high and you get the lower low, this is when you should be exiting your trades. Stop adding positions or just close all your trades, right? And as you can see, look, it created another lower high, yeah, then created a lower low. You see it? Yeah, so other people that exited here, you understand? So you need 2 confirmations at all times, family, yeah? So the moment you get that lower high and the lower low, close your trades. Close out all your positions now, because price is potentially going to come back down and ride it. And literally what it did, this is what it did. It came back down. So if you didn't close your trade, you would have been cheesed. I jumped in here, right here. And the moment you start seeing this lower high, you close your trade. Close the thing. You don't need to be in it no more, family. You don't need to be in that joint no more. Price is reversing. This is what we're talking about. This is support and resistance. So I showed you support and resistance on a higher time frame. I showed you support and resistance on a lower time frame. So as you can see on a higher time frame, what you do is you identify the full range, and then you identify where there's buying and selling pressure. Yeah, buying and selling pressure, and then you play it according to those, right? And guys, I'm going to give you a quick example of gold as well, so support and resistance on gold. So family, check this out, man. So exactly the thing on a higher time frame, but you can see on the lower time frame. So you can see that gold was stuck in this range right here, going up and down, up and down, up and down. So this is the top of the range, this was the bottom of the range, right? I don't just buy and sell at the top of the range. What you do is this. This is support down here, this is resistance up here. This is where you see buy and sell pressure, this line right here. So you can see that when price gets down to this line, there's a struggle. So it got up here, it struggled, sold, right? So it tried to beat it, it didn't beat it, eventually broke through, came back down, struggle, pushed back up to the top side, came back down, bounced off of it. So you can see, even here there's struggle. It came back up here, struggled, pushed back down to the bottom of the range, but eventually broke back through the range. It came back down to test it again and pushed up and broke through, yeah? So guys, this is the exact same thing we saw on a higher time frame, but on a lower time frame. So in other words, what you have to do is this: identify the full range, top and the bottom. Identify where you see buying and selling pressure. Whenever price gets to that buying and sell pressure, you want to know what it's doing. Is it struggling? Did it bounce from support and now it's struggling here? Then you set it down. You understand? Or for example, you want to be really, really safe. You want to wait for it to break after it's always doing all this accumulation stuff. You want to wait for it to break outside of the zone like this. It broke out, came back down to retest the top of the range. Boom. Shoot up. Do you understand? So now all we wait for is this. Price could come back down to test the top of the range or test around this area down here, okay, and then take off, right? It could do that, or it could just take off. This is what we're talking about. So exactly the same thing, support and resistance, but on a lower time frame. So it's exactly the same, guys. Alright guys, so you guys can see right now, so this is the support resistance on gold. So like literally it's probably about just an hour after I gave you guys the analysis of support resistance on gold, and as you can see, look what happened, family. So support resistance, we saw the buy pressure down here. There's the buy and sell pressure. We saw the break of that, okay, we saw the push up and the break of the actual zone itself, right? And obviously we know once there's a push, there needs to be a phase where now the buyers step out the market. It took them quite a bit of energy, it took them quite a bit of time to break through this zone right here. So this was the push, then there's an exhaustion phase. Price came back down to test where there's buy and sell pressure. As you can see, this is where I entered in for the buy, and now we're moving up. So this is how you actually trade support and resistance.
Alright family, so there you have it. That is how I trade support and resistance. Guys, I'm telling you, there's a method to the madness. Literally, it's not just you get to the very top of the range and you sell it, and it's not just you get to the bottom of the range, you buy it. You always need to know where that buy and sell pressure is and work according to that. Thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Come and kick it with your boy. Come and vibes with your boy. We're only creating winners up in this joint. Also guys, don't forget, I'm going to be dropping some membership information soon, so keep your eyes out for that as well. Thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to hit the like button and remember to turn on my notifications so you guys are aware whenever I release these bangers. And until next time, don't sleep, fam.